Hey guys, welcome to our channel. So we're through decoding Manwich. We got everything we needed to, but whoops, we realized that these calculations, these conversions keep on going. I did a whole video on this. You can convert to alphabetic order, convert it back to letters, then convert it back to numbers. You can switch between alphabetic order and numerology chart, or you can start with the numerology chart, MN45, and then convert it to the number or letters and then back to the numbers. And this keeps on going on forever till eventually you can smash the letters and numbers together. Whoops. And come up with something like this. And actually eventually write equations. And of course, the fingerprint of these calculations would be here. MN, STC down here. But we're on MN now, Manwich. And so since it's an infinite calculation, we have to pick a finite place to stop. We stopped here and we stopped here. And we paired the letters and numbers off so that you had MN13, AC14, MA45, DN41, MN32, DM25, VE14, and NW23. All right. We got this to go through the stock market. We got it to go through finance. We got it to go through genetics. And now, although I said chemical was next, I was wrong. It's actually medical. I'm trying to get ahead of myself. So we're doing medical now. And we start right here in the beginning going forward with M13. And M13 ends up being session code, or MN13, excuse me, session code MN13. Review of key legal decisions and their impact on medical staff professionals. So this is some legal stuff to do with dealing with medical. So if we move on from that, you have MN1. And MN1 is C-terminal truncation syndrome. Truncation syndrome, yep. And it is a condition characterized by intellectual disability, developmental delay, distinctive facial features, and brain abnormalities. So it's a condition, a syndrome, MN1. If we move on from that, you have 13A. And I left this up because there were several things here. You have West Virginia Code 30-3-13A, West Virginia Legislature. And this deals with the West Virginia Board of Medicine. You also have 13A here, medical services, state regulations. And you also have Section 13A here, bylaws, creation of independent hospitalizations and medical services fund. So you actually have a few things going on here. Here's 13A here. Trip Light 15th Hospital Medical Power Extension Cord. I don't know that that's really relevant, but you got a few things going on with 13A. If you move on from that, you got 3A. And how about 3A? 3A Medical draws on the company's many years of experience in the sector of medical technology. So here you have a medical technology company. And if you move on from that, you have 3AC. And 3AC is Actinogen Medical Limited, 3AC, right here on the Frankfurt. So here's a medical company on the stock market, on the Frankfurt Exchange. If we move on from that, you have C14. And C14 is C14 standard operating procedures. And this deals with radiation safety, Upstate Medical University. So this deals with radiation safety. 14C, standard operating procedures. All right. If we move on from there, you have 4M. How about 4M Healthcare LLC? Clinical Medical Laboratory in Omaha, Nebraska. So 4M, you have a clinical medical laboratory. And if we move on from that, you have A45. And you have a couple of pill identifiers here, pill images for A45. So A45 here. And I'm guessing this is supposed to be A45. But this is A45, pill imprint A45 right here. And this is amoxicillin trihydrate. So, and since there was amoxicillin, so it's a pill identifier, amoxicillin. All right, if we move on from that, you have 5D. You do have 5D imaging, 5-dimensional imaging processing. Has become a major challenge within the field of medical imaging. You also have medical decision making for 5D cardiac model, but you also have 5D Health Protection Group, LTD, right here. 5D, it's a health protection group, and it is a globally leading global, there's your global, UKAS ISO 17025, ISO 9001, and ISO 13485, accredited microbiology testing laboratory at the forefront of advancing biofilm testing. So, microbiology testing laboratory. All right, if we move on from that, you have N41. You have ICD-10-CM code N41, inflammatory disease of the prostate. So I guess that's the same thing. I could have just clicked into one of these. It's an ICD code. So if we move on from that, you have 1M. You have 1M medical devices and 1 medical, locum medical staff. So you got a few things here, couple of things anyway. 1M medical devices and 1 medical they're placement specialists providing healthcare staffing solutions and services across Australia, New Zealand, and Ireland. So for time's sake, we're just going to move on though. And if you move on, you have N3. And N3, how about N3 Healthcare Integration Platform? N3 GZIC tablet uses, side effects, and more. So you got a couple of things here. You got a healthcare innovation platform, and you have a GZIC tablet. So with side effects, imagine that. All right, if we move on from that, you have 2D, and you have 2D medical group. You also have 2nd Marine Logistics Group units, 2nd Medical Battalion. So I'm including that. 2D Medical Battalion. So you got a couple of things going on with 2D. And if you move on from that, you have M25. M25, healing our patients by lifting our community. So M25 programs lifts the body, mind, soul, and of patients and our community by offering a way to pay for healthcare by donating time. So you also have M25 program. I think that's the same thing. You also have another ICD code, M25. So you got a few things going on here. Remark code, M25. So you got a few things going on with M25, but we're going to move on for time's sake. And VE1. VE1 immunohistochemistry is not just, or is an adjunct tool for detection of BRAF, whatever that is. VE1, oh, this deals with thyroid cancer. BRAF, VE1, BioCare Medical. So this deals with thyroid cancer. And if we move on from that, you have 14N. And right here, you used quantum medical imaging. OASCOLI 14N. So you got quantum medical imaging. You also have Precision Dynamics TD-1-14N, McKesson Medical Surgical. We've had them before. You also have Stony Brook University Medical Center 14N. So you got a few things going on with 14N, and then we're going to move on to the final thing going forward, W23. How about LUW23? Drugs.com. W23, white and round pill images, pill identifier. So you got another pill identifier. And it looks like it is escitalopram oxalate. W23. So that gets you through going forwards in the medical category. We'll come back in the medical category next, and then we will move on to chemical. So that's going to be it for this one. So there's a lot of interesting stuff in the alphanumerical, actually. So I think we should probably do this more often, even though it's a lot of work. So for now, guys, thanks for all your thumbs up, thumbs down when appropriate. Thanks for your comments, leads, feedback, and subscriptions. And thanks for watching, guys. And for now, you guys have a great rest of your day.